Hello. It's been a little while, right? Well, I did a pop up on Thursday last week. Yeah, Thursday last week. And I'm back to my regular schedule. Yay. Should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I'm Lucinda. I took a staycation last week so that I could do what? Put all my all my inventory sorted into like with like, and this doesn't belong here, and loose beads, and you freaking name it, out of flats like this and into actual storage boxes. I dealt with over 100 pieces that for about 5 months had just been piling up in these different flats from what didn't sell. Good Lord. So, anyone who's, likes to have fun and bet, think. You don't have to tell me. Think, how long do you think I'm actually going to stay that organized? I'm giving it a couple months, a couple months tops. And on that note, I am going to continue to have 3 sales a week: Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Tuesday and Thursday is 2:00. Friday is 3. And that would be that specific time. So Tuesday, Thursday is 5:00 Eastern time, and Friday 6:00 Eastern. 2/3 of the boxes are all shipped out from last 2-week Build a Box go round. The last of them will be shipped out Thursday. And then the drop sale where everything, hi Angelica, hi, where everything was $1, I'll be invoicing all that out tomorrow and packing it into a small flat box or bubble wrap, whichever one works. And I'm not going to do a detailed invoice. It was all $1. So I'm going to tell you how many items you bought. 2, 1, 13, and invoice it like that, plus shipping. Boom. And so if I invoice that out and pack it tomorrow, it too, as long as it's paid, would go out Thursday. Probably they won't all be paid, so that might wind up going out the following week. Yeah, organized madness. I'm total madness. I'm telling you, you should see how nice everything is. Oh, I love it because I'm really OCD. It is not going to last. There's just no way I can keep up with it. So, and on that note, before I move on to my usual spiel real quick, these should be over here. I am moving my game up to just a little bit, not a little bit, to a higher quality. Now, that doesn't mean I don't have costume. That doesn't mean I don't have items for, $8, $10, $15. No, I will always have that, always. But I have maybe 1 or 2 this time. Very rarely, unless I do my clearance, which I usually do about every 6 weeks, I won't be bringing items below $8 to $10 anymore. Yeah. And, but I always keep in mind affordability. That is a real word. And I think that's important because not everyone has a champagne budget, nor champagne taste, right? Hey, Kat, honey, how's it going? How is it going? So, this is day 1 of week 1 of 2-week Build a Box, right? So, we do 2 weeks, 3 days a week, and then I bill out Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, the following week. Then it's paid. Then I ship it. I try to get it shipped by that following Friday. But with my health, things can come up. and I don't have USPS that comes up to my dirt driveway along my dirt roads. No, I do not. I have to go into the post office, and since I can't drive, that means I need a helper. So I think you all know that, and you're all mostly good with that, right? Right. I mean, and if you're not, there's nothing I can do. Sorry, Kathy. I'm pretty good right now, Kat. I really am. I don't know why. Evenings are really rough on my back, but and nights are so hard to sleep. But overall, I've been okay this week, and I'm just holding on to that moment. And I hope you're all right, Kat. And Kathy Wiseman has a Kool-Aid budget, yeah, which I just love. So I've set my timer for a little over 2 hours, and this week I'm not doing this is a low end, this is a medium end, this is a chat. I don't have a plan because I took a week off so I could work without working here. And I just did what I always do. Stuff is in the basket. It's in the basket. And I'm going to pull it up and I'm going to say a price. And we're either bidding or we're not bidding. I don't know. And we'll see what happens. Yeah, and let's start out with just Cassie. I have a Kool-Aid budget, man. That's my favorite. You remember the Kool-Aid man? And you remember the pitcher, the plastic that changed colors when you put ice cubes in it? That was my favorite. That was my favorite. Of course, my best friend's family had that. But my parents didn't believe in buying stuff like that. So I didn't have anything. I don't even know. I think I had one Barbie with like 2 outfits. Yeah. It just wasn't where their head was at. So that said, let's start with a couple low-end items. Let's see what happens. And then let's move on. And I hope everyone has had a wonderful week so far. I went down and spent time with my friend and sorted beads and rhinestones for making jewelry, restringing jewelry, needing parts, etc. for 3 hours, and I only got halfway done. So, yeah. So if you bid today and you have not bought from me before, I will need your YouTube name and then your real name with shipping address and zip code and your PayPal email address. I ship using Pirate Ship and I bill through PayPal. So here is my, I did a dumb thing. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I'm going to be right back. I'm still here, but I'm still here. But I forgot. I always forget because it's new. It's brand new. I'm still here. I'm just on another screen. I need my jot form. This is only, I think, the second week I've used it. Oh, no. And it's going to give me a whole thing about that it's not working, which is not true. Okay. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. It's telling me my password's wrong. It did that to me last time, and I don't want to go digging. I'm live. So you still see me. How can you still see me when I'm over on my other screen? I didn't know you could do that. That is good to know. I figured, because my camera's still on. Okay, well, that's cool. So I'm not inhaling cannabis. Just so you know. Although I will be honest and say I eat CBD gummies to help me sleep at night. Yeah, I don't take anxiety pills. I don't take sleep pills. Cat. Duly noted. So there's no jot form. I'm so sorry. I forgot. Big note. I had a note, and when I was cleaning up, I got rid of it. Jot form. Oh, good Lord. It's right here. Jot form. Hi, Shell. How are you? Okay, so like I said, thank you for popping in. I am going to start out with just a couple really small items that they're worth more than $1, and they're not something I really want to give away to Goodwill. So that's what we're going to do. We'll see what happens. And then, I move from high to low to medium. This is a brooch. It is bright, vivid ceramics. Those are obviously Johnny Jump Ups, or at least that one is. Not sure what the pink one is. I would say it's likely a hobbyist piece from the 1980s, because you see how they just slapped the glue on the back with that pin. It's a very, 60s pin, but these are just generic, right? And it's just a really nice little pin to just, I don't know, someone who loves tea. What about a grandma, someone in a senior home? You got an elderly neighbor. You yourself like it. It would look great here. And it's very large. So it's buy it now, $4. Okay? Moving along, because the right person's going to come along for that. I firmly believe. Okay. Thank you. This is going to be another, I'll do a start bid of $9. If I could type, that always helps. It always helps when I can type. There are days where I cannot type. Show. Boom. Okay. So this is some of the inventory that I could sell one of these separate and it would sell 100%. Actually, probably two of them, but I just thought, you know what? Let's do all three. Me 3. Cat, me 3. What, honey? You 3. Can't type. This is, every time this comes up, I forget the name of these. And this is actually the type of prayer beads. These are a certain bead from India, a certain nut. And every time I bring it up, it goes blank. And I wear malas with this and prayer bracelets. Don't ask me why. This is not sterling silver, barrel clasp. God, why can I not remember? And then this. Hi, Jessica. How's it going? I think this is either a jasper or an agate. It's got a lot of color. I moved my ring light again a little bit. I think agate. And each one is a little bit different. This is a collar size, probably 14-inch, so that's one. Thank you, Jessica. I appreciate you. Barrel clasp, the tiny little, I call them conch shells. I'm never sure if that's right. Wood and hishi, black bead spacers. This is second. So this is very much like that beach vibe, right? And then this one could have sold, I could have asked $9 by itself. This is all shells. And really, I call these puka beads, okay? They're not like the imperfect pieces, but it's the same concept. It's the same type of shells. They have a lot of opalescence. And then they have, I think those are just wood beads. and then this burnt kind of wooden pattern there, and 2 little silver tone spacers at the bottom. And this one is 16 inches long. So all 3 of them starting at 9. And honestly, if you're a layering person, I could see layering both of these. I think it would look great. This, you could take it apart and use the beads kind of like a freebie. And I wish I could remember the name of these from India. So $9. This one alone should be worth about 15. Okay, moving along. And I don't do recaps. Don't do that. So if you come in late, scroll backwards in time and drop in the chat what you're interested in and what the price was, or email me afterwards. And again, I can keep putting my email in as necessary for all the required information. I blew it with the jot forms, y'all. It's right there. It's right there. I don't have it. Okay. I don't have it loaded. These are, let's do something completely, oh man. Okay. I am going to have to look for the maker of this again. This is I love this piece. I just don't need it. I just don't need it. If I don't. It's the other thing. I halfway organized the week before that my own personal jewelry, and it's not finished it by a long shot. This is, oh Lord, good. The name tag's on here. Kate Spade. Kate Spade, very high end. Her stuff, this is not even, the last time I looked, which has been about 2 months now, but when I first got it, I looked, I couldn't find this at all. And you will be hard pressed to. And Kate Spade, an item like this goes for about $75. It is acrylic, right? Yeah. It is acrylic. It is this apple green, and then it's got this incredible like gold layering over the green beads, along with just the green balls on the rod. Really nice sturdy bracelet, and it is cha-cha-cha. This is phenomenal. The Kate Spade tag. And you know, I believe this is a vintage Kate Spade, and it's my understanding, unless I have this totally wrong, that Kate Spade is no longer around. And so this is a high-end designer. Take a snapshot, try to find it. Let me know if you do. I found, and I believe Kathy might have helped me, we found kind of a necklace of this. So it is not real gold, but look at all the cha-cha-cha. And it just, is everywhere. So it fits my wrist. I'm a 7.25. So it would go down to a 6.75. But at a 6.75, it would be down here, which I think would be fun to have it rolling back and forth. I'm serious. Look this up. Just as a collector's piece of designer jewelry, let alone if you want to turn around and stick it in your eBay store. It's worth like triple. And it's really hard to find. I don't know why there's necklaces like this. And this will never be less than 25. There's just no way. But I don't want to keep it, please. Please, please, and thank you. Please, please, and thank you. What's this? Nah. I am. So when I pile a basket for 3 sales, I mean, it's piled. So I'll try to dig down to some of the items on the bottom to get into the necklaces and bracelets and not be just totally necklace heavy. But give me a little bit here. Starting bid of Tuggy, what's wrong? My dog Tug just gave a yelp. Tuggy. This. I'm a plastics girl. Anyone who's been around me for a while knows that. This is, for me, totally drool worthy. It is the paperclip style links, gold tone. I do have necklace busts, but they have necklaces on it currently, so I'm just trying to do this. And I'm moving, 1 second. I've been moving this ring light over here around to try to get it in the right space without blinding me and without making shadows. Okay, so we were right here. It has that link, and then it goes down to a hexagonal acrylic piece. This kind of wedge, like old, I don't know, wedge. It's wrapped on my finger. Then you've got another oval, and then you've got tortoise shell. And it just keeps going around like that. It's huge. Another tortoise shell. There are 3 tortoise shells, all different, and 3 black. And this is long. This is really long. This would go perfectly with what I'm wearing at the moment. And the clasp is in the back. What I actually would prefer to do with it, so more of the tortoise shell showed, is pull it like this. The clasp is now like over right here. Nobody cares. So it comes down to about 26 inches. Now, can you all see clearly when I'm here? Because, I'm on my computer and it's the new format ever since they changed it. When you put a banner, it's a little small. This is a really fine vintage piece. I'm sure this was probably a designer. It was definitely a department store piece, not Woolworth. And I don't think it's a lucite. And you could, let me see. Oh, I can't check if it glows because my black light is in the bin of things I was sorting. Yes, you can double this as well. Obviously, you'd want to double it the other way. So all the acrylic / potentially lucite, I just can't remember, would be in the front, not in the back. But this paperclip style is really nice, and it's not heavy. So there's a lot of ways you could wear it, but this is one of those killer pieces that I'm in love with. And I suppose if you had a tiny waist, you could wear it as a belt. If you've got like a 24-inch waist, you could just put it through your pants loops. You remember belts that you did that with? Yeah. Okay. Did it have a bag? I don't think it had a bag, so it's getting a bag now. Everything got sorted and got a bag. It got classy around here. Not that I haven't always been classy, but it got like a serious upgrade. Okay, nobody's interested in that. And as always, if there's something you're looking for, ask me if I have it. And if I don't have it this time, well, I can bring it next time, or I can take pictures and send it to you in an email. Like, for instance, I have so many rings, both really cool costume and real rings, all different sizes, all different prices. And I'm probably going to do a drop of the sterling silver, gold, etc., because it's just too much. And people either want a ring, they want this size, or they don't. And so I think a drop sale for me will work better. This is a buy it now. I've had this sitting around. It's a nice necklace, but it's not moving. I'd like to move it, so I'm going to do a buy it now. I paid more than this. It's worth more than that. It's a lovely piece. So again, remember, please let me know that you can see me correctly, okay? And you can see the jewelry correctly. If you can't, let me know. Like last week, I was glitching and blurry, and I had no idea. So here is the toggle closure. These are some silver beads meant to probably mimic, Navajo pearls, but they are not. And then you've got, these are real pearls, not potato, freshwater potato. And then you've got the Murano style beads. I cannot tell you for sure if this is Murano beads or if it's Chinese. I don't know, and I think it's actually Murano, but there's been a lot of repops out there. So the fun thing about this is it has every different hue and every different flower color. They're glass. Just the beads alone at $15, you could take it apart and remake whatever you wanted. These beads would cost you more than $15. And then the pearls. I love this. I think it's so dang pretty. Each one is different. And then at the bottom is this drop, which I think is just gorgeous. It's totally different from any of the other rutile ones I've seen. It's thick white, but then the glass rods that make the flowers are see-through. Isn't that great? So, I mean, it's a lovely necklace. It's just a little heavy for me, and it's been sitting for a little while. So I'm willing to take a loss and let someone else have it. That's, I do that. I don't do it a lot because then I would never make a profit. So this is 18 inches, and then the drop is another inch. It's a nice necklace. Freshwater pearls, and I believe Murano glass. Steal of a deal at 15. I mean, honestly, I paid more, and I should be asking 30. It won't come back at 15. I just thought I'd try it today and see if anyone wanted it. Maybe someone will change their mind and decide they do later. Okay, thank you, Kat. How's everyone doing out there? Are we happy? Let's show a pair of earrings. I think if I remember correctly, let me just double check that they are out. Sorry. I think they're alpaca. Oh, excellent, Kat. I'm glad to hear it. Your kitten is so dang cute. That is so unhelpful. Yes. Okay. Okie dokie. So we might as well show you the back before I put it on there. It's a little hard to see. It says alpaca, Mexico. It is hammered. Now it's not sterling silver. I'll put in the price now. But what's on the front? Gorgeous. Whoops. See, now I have shadows over here. I can't win for losing. So these are beautiful. Let's go over here. This flower is mother of pearl. This is all inlaid. Let's see why. Oh, why? I didn't have a shadow last time, and this time, there you go. This is crushed turquoise, and this is abalone. The design is stunning. They're large, like button earrings. Yeah, really good summer earrings. They are vintage. Probably 1960s, maybe 70s. And they are almost 1.5 inches in diameter. Almost 1.5 inches. And yeah, there's a good, the crushed turquoise, it's beautiful. And then hammered. Yeah, really nice piece. Really nice. I had them a while, but I'm not going down on the price. Just one of those things where I can't. Okay. Let's see. I never know what y'all want from me. So, it's always fun and games trying to figure out. Never seen that? Yeah. No, I've never. I mean, the thing, Angelica, is for me with alpaca and Taxco, every piece is kind of individual and unique. I mean, obviously, there's artisans who make the same type of thing over and over, but each artist makes it just a little differently. So, it's always fun. That's one of the things, alpaca is not sterling silver, but it's beautiful, that design and the turquoise are crushed like that with that star in the middle. So that is what makes it valuable. It's unique. And so I really enjoyed Taxco and Alpaca because of that. This is going to be a starting bid of anyone at Leslie's sale this morning. So if you were, you won't appreciate my prices too much. $15 on these. But I'm not Leslie, and I'm still in it. So these are 4-hole clip-on earrings. These are designer in the style of Juliana, maybe DeLisner, not sure, but they're, wow, these would go with what I'm wearing again. They hit all the marks of that designer style. There you go. My computer needed to catch up. Red check glass, a big prong set pink baguette, and then the 3AB on the side. Oh, no, Angelica. And then the red glass is open in the back. Oh, I see why I've got shadows. Good. I just figured it out. And the metalwork on the back is done really, let's do it this way, is done really well. These are from the 50s or the 60s. They are short ear climbers. Short ear climbers. They're really nice. Czechoslovakian glass. And the, oops, that just got caught on my vintage mother of pearl. And they need the tiniest little bit of Q-tip with alcohol. There's a little bit of fluff and stuff in there. And there's the prong setting. So we all remember that the other thing you can do with these, and I've actually got a shirt with shirt color on, is do this. Instant elevation. And it's not going anywhere. Okay. Going down. Going down. Remember, if you change your mind, you can put it in the chat. You can email me one way or another. It'll get back to me. So it's this light that's doing that. The shadows. The shadow knows. Boy, I'm not old enough to have known that when it was on the air, but you know, I think that was a radio show. It just popped into my head. Maybe my dad used to say that. I don't know. How about a little item that is not jewelry? It is like 1960s or 70s kitsch. I love it, but it's one of those things that's sitting on my desk and I'm just staring at it. So let's move it along. And if it doesn't move along, you know, I'll be okay. Oh, I also have to do a big drop sale of vintage tie tacks and cuffs. Golly, I'm battling with the light. Here's what we're going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. Anyway, I'm going to put this right back up here where it used to go. Hold on. Sorry, everyone. Because, wow, I got really bright and I don't know. But it's not something got moved over there, and it's just creating shadows. Okay, back to, see, boom. This is an old address book. A, B, C, D, E. You slide this down. Everyone remember these? So let's say we want to open it to OP. There's a hinge here. I love little boxes. You open it up, and here's where you'd write down. See the O? Oh, that's QR. And you'd write in your little phone numbers, and you keep this by your phone that's never been written in. And it has a little teeny tiny gold pencil that stays in the holder right there. And it is about 3 inches by almost 2. Has a little hinge. Yeah, it's freaking cool. It's freaking cool. I know we all have cell phones. I get it. But if you live a whole vintage lifestyle like I do, then you have stuff like that. Isn't it, Cat? I love it. Then you have stuff like that all over your house like me. Everything is, in the vintage style. Why? Because they made things to be beautiful and classy and to not be disposable. Okay. Well, anyone have an idea of what they want to see? I just lost a ton of people. What time is it? Where'd they all go? This is a starting bid. Someone else came on. It was starting bid of $25. This. Again, I love plastic, and I have a ton of it, and that sale is coming maybe the end of this month. But in the meantime, I don't have my black light in here. I'm so sorry. I mean to go get it. This is all linked together here. Here's the back with the 3 small kind of oval squares. There's opalescent colors all throughout the white. See right there? And then it moves into kind of almost like a random heart shape and gets bigger and bigger, small loop, bigger, bigger, down to the bottom loop. This thing, and it weighs absolutely nothing. And it is my recollection that indeed this is lucite. That when I shine a light on it, all this white with this opalescence glows green. I just don't have the black light here to prove that. And even if my memory is wrong, it is bombastic. That's my word today for this. Bombastic. So I would not want to wear it with colors like this. I would want to wear it, let's move the price. I would want to wear it like this. It is a statement piece. You know who this reminds me of? Iris. Yep. Iris in New York. She would wear this. She would be layering this with all kinds of things. It goes with these old, thick, vintage, yellow mother of pearl earrings. It is about 26 inches, and it's just one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I hope all those reflections are coming through. It's fun. This is fun. And in the summer, to be lightweight like this, yeah. Boom. Put on a dress. Go to the brewery, music on Friday nights, have a beer. Mm-hmm. You're not going to sweat. You're not going to worry about it. It's super lightweight. This is really unique and really fun. So think about this. This. I don't think I'll ever see another one of these. I don't know if it was mass produced, artisan made by a certain artist. I remember when I first got it, I looked it up, trying to find more information. Never found it. So I'm bringing inventory I haven't shown in months and new inventory today. So hopefully you appreciate that. I don't know. I mean, sometimes I know if you're like me, you're at a sale because, you're just hanging out in the community and, you love jewelry. And so this is what you have on, sometimes just in the background while you're working. I totally get that. Lurkers are welcome. I gotta say, this is one of the last of, I think, maybe 3 or 4 pairs of vintage copper earrings that I've had since 2000, 2001 with eBay. So, and they're way pricier now than when I bought them, and they were pricey then. So get it while the getting's hot. It's, don't look. They're clip-ons, if that helps, Kat. You're funny. I mean, it doesn't help me because lately I've started, as I'm modeling earrings, I'm noticing that clip-ons are actually really comfortable and I can wear them without them hurting. They used to really bug me when I was younger. They don't bug me at all anymore. So I'm like, uh-oh. I don't need to go there. Yeah, these they're not a Renoir. They're not a Renoir Matisse. Oh my God. So this is the back. And my computer, I always forget it takes a minute to catch up to itself. That might have been part of my frustration. So they're copper over brass and they're silver tone. So they are meant to be worn like this. Look at those. There they are together. Let me show you one separately. They are raised. So the brass is down there. The copper, I mean, these are total artisan. The copper is raised up. And then these silver tone, which for all I know is actually silver, I never tested it ever, is raised up. And they're little like squares. It's incredible. They are so cool. And again, look at that. Without this, 100% matches what I'm wearing. Yep. Again, I'm going out to the brewery and I got my super sexy 1950s earrings on. And I love the way, I don't know if it's copper over brass. I guess because see the back has the raised, so the back the copper is raised up where it's cut down in the front with the brass. Yeah, these are sexy. And there's no damage at all. And I am quite sure they're artisan and homemade because they are just, the clips are glued on. So what artist? I have no idea. I mean, but they're super well made. Super well made. Yep. I mean, if I didn't know any better, I would say Renoir. But they're not signed. And to my knowledge about costume, all Renoir and or Matisse was signed. I don't think there's any out there that like escaped the signature. So let's do an entirely, because I don't have a plan. I never do. And so let's do, you resisted, Kat. Very, very good. Let's do these. These are a starting bid of oh, sorry, Kat. These are beautiful. I think they're Art Deco. That is what I think. Perhaps they're Victorian. They're a little heavy. I don't do the weigh by the gram on sterling silver. I want to point something out. I want to point out a couple things about these. So these earring wires are absolutely brand new. They're not the original wires. Fact of the matter is, I'm gonna believe, because of the age of these and the style, that these were probably on some type of post at some point. Okay, number one. Number two, the design right here is, I mean, it's Art Deco. What other style is it? I don't know. Then it has this dangling sterling silver here. Now, the amethyst is open to the back. And see how it has the cut in? Yeah, it's very distinctive. Now, but look at the color of this amethyst. This is why I also think that they are much older. And then this one is a darker purple, still light, but darker. But they're a set. So I do not know if that was deliberate, because jewelry makers were quality back then. So all I can think of, see that, is that it was deliberate. Why? I have no idea. But I think it makes them cooler instead of, off-putting. I think it makes it cooler. And they are, boy, I think I'm going blurry. Hey, my comments disappeared to banners because I hit my keyboard. Sorry about that. They're about 1.5 inches long. And they're just, see what is happening with the shadow. Oh, I'm unhappy with that. Okay, I had it just perfect before I took a staycation, so I will come back to it and fix it. before my next sale. So these are available, but they start at $50. They're just nice, solid, a lot of sterling silver, Art Deco. And they're even obviously made to be worn, as long as I'm talking about them. With this cutout, probably off to the side, because over here, there's 1, 2, 3 round circles, right? And I can't imagine that they were anything like part of were they pendants? Art Deco pendants that got turned into earrings? No idea. If anyone out there knows, let me know. And now that I said that, I'm getting a whole bunch of sterling silver chains, and I'm thinking, because the two stones are different colors, which I like, maybe I should take them apart, put them on a sterling silver chain, and sell them as pendants. I don't know. I mean, they'd still be, $30 a piece, but maybe that would be more appealing to people. I don't know. You all tell me. Feedback is good. If you tell me what you like and what you don't like, then I know what to bring and what not to bring. Well, no, I know what to curate for you, but not what not to bring, because I bring what I like. Just in case I get stuck with it. Okay. I'm going to do this piece, which to me is a very fascinating mystery. I think I have it figured out. I think. You all can tell me what you think. Got this. There you go. Okay. I pre-put this on. This is Molly. This is my helper, Molly. So I pre-wrapped it. Here's the lobster claw. And okay. I don't know. I'll take it off so you can see the colors and the swirl. But when I first got this, I was like, what am I looking at? Am I looking at amber? Am I looking at cherry amber? Am I looking at bakelite? What's happening here? Is it lucite? I went through all this. What is this? Can you see why I went through that? And this black in the middle is wood. The swirls in here, the colors is out of this world. Now, it has copper looking caps. I believe it's copper. This really nice twisted copper chain. Lobster claw. Closure. There is no hang tag. So, and it's quite long. This is just did that. So what I did with this was immediately start testing it. I shone a black light on it, not lucite and not amber, because both of those would glow. Doesn't glow. So then it's got to just be some type of acrylic, but they went out. I am pink again. Sorry. My computer does whatever it wants. And I just let it. So they went out of their way to make it look like cherry amber and yellow Baltic amber. They really did. And or lucite. It is very long and it's beautiful. It's lightweight. What I'm wondering, it's the only thing I can think of, is like a Chico's, like a high-end maker, because it's really, really well done. Look at the end caps. Even they have like a swirled design. And I don't know if it's coming across the way it should, but the amount of coloration and opaqueness, and I mean, look at this. It looks like a cherry amber. And the caps are so well done. So this is a beautiful, beautiful piece. And it's lightweight. If you wear this, people see, doesn't that look like amber? I mean, I even did a Google thing about, is there another way to check for amber besides if it glows? And there is, but I didn't. So then, is it Bakelite? I didn't test for that. But I don't get the feeling that it's that old. I love it. Whatever in the heck, whoever made it, it's got everything that ticks my boxes. Everything. And it is 25 inches. I mean, in the sun, all that is going to play in the light. And it's, again, it weighs nothing. So you don't, like, I have a bad neck. I don't feel it on my neck. I love this piece. I wasn't going to show this until Thursday or Friday, but I couldn't help myself because I love it. Yeah, I'm surprised none of you do for 20. I actually really am. It is, yeah. I mean, if this was a real cherry amber and Baltic or Mediterranean amber, I be hundreds of dollars. But people will think it is, because I certainly did, and I've had so much jewelry in my hands since the 1970s that if it can fool me, it's going to fool anyone. Now, that doesn't mean that buy it and then go out and resell it and lie. Of course, I won't know what you're doing, but that's not what I'm telling you to do. I'm just discussing that no one will know. Bye, Jessica, honey. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for popping in, sweetheart. And thank you for everything that you do, Jessica. Thank you. We all appreciate you enormously. Mm-hmm. Kind soul. Okay. Hi, Ivy. What's going on? How are you? Thank you for popping in. Ivy, honey, I don't do recaps, so anything that I've already gone through, if you do a quick going back and you drop in the price, Ivy's like, I'm way ahead of you. Ivy. Ivy listens to directions. She's like, okay, I know what I'm going to do. Let me get rid of this. This beautiful teapot, Ivy. God, I love this. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you're getting it. And I will wrap it in some bubble wrap and whatnot in your box. Mm-hmm. Because it is ceramic and I don't want it to chip nor break. I mean, it's just a hobbyist piece, but it's so dang appealing. Yay, Ivy. Thank you. Ooh, and as a pendant. Yes, ma'am, you could. Yep. Smart. That is, I didn't even think of that. And I usually am like the creative person saying, you can do this and you can do that and yada yada. I love that. Ivy, what a great idea. Yeah, I'm let me put it in a bag. I'm usually the person saying that. Yeah, thank you for helping me, Ivy. Okay, going in a bag with your name. And I do 2-week build boxes and then bill out the following week. So there's always a lag, a lag. So that allows you to get a lot of items in your box and pay a one shipping price. However, if you ever want an item right away and you don't want to get caught up in that, just email me and tell me, Ivy, honey, I don't think you bought from me before, and I forgot to. I don't think you were here at like my dollar store or whatever. I forgot to go into the jot form, and then it's always doing this thing with I can't read your password even though it's the right thing, and I forgot to. I just started it last week, so there's my email, and you know all the things I need. Okay, and if you want items early and you don't want to wait, up to 3 weeks, just let me know. Okay. PayPal, shipping address, yada, yada. Thank you. Okay. Let's do this. I got to try to get to the bottom of this basket to do some of these items at the bottom. This has clearly been around for a little bit. It is gold filled. It is gold filled. It is older. I can tell by the clasp configuration. See that type of clasp? That's like probably 1950s, and then it says gold filled. Good luck. Hold on. It's just the clasp gold filled right up here, which I don't think you can see at all. Nope, I can show you with my loop, but you're going to have to trust me on this one. I could try, it takes so much time. There's the words gold filled, yada, yada, yada. So it could be absolutely older than the 60s. And then it's strung on cord. That's always a good sign. And then it has these freshwater pearls, which are like a beige white. And the teeny tiny, that is just I'm not sure if those are spacers or a low quality tiger's eye. Now, what I'm going to say about these freshwater, it's short. I think it's about 16 inches. What I'm going to say about this, I can tell the clasp, it's been around for a while, They're like rice pearls. There you go. And these pearls need to be put in the bathroom near your shower. They have lost a little bit of their luster by just not being stored correctly. So they need to get hung up in your bathroom and get some nice steam going and put up against your skin so that they get all that great luster back. This is a classic older piece. Let me see. Do I even know? So these you push up and in. There you go. 15 inches. Well, this is between 15 and 16. It just, pearls need to be against the skin. Pearls need to go into the bathroom with some hot steam, but not in the shower itself. And they need to be stored in the correct type of bag or box so that they don't start losing that luster. The luster on the nacre, however you want to say it, is not completely gone at all, but it will come back enormously if you do what I'm saying. You know, and some people are absolute dodos and put this type of thing in a sonic cleaner. And if you do that, you're going to wind up with nothing left. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. Started at 20. That's a really good deal for that. I promise I try to bring good deals. Okay. Again, if there's Cat, hey Cat, Cat, you should be a mod because you, Cat, I'm going to make you a mod. And then I want you to drop your, you don't have to do anything. You can just like get rid of a troll if you see it, whatever. I'm not asking you to take on a whole thing, all right, at all. No. But what I want to make you a moderator, and then I want you to be able to drop links. Like, so you have a sale coming up tonight. You should now be a moderator. You have a sale coming up tonight with Steph. So I would like you to drop your link. And I'll get to other people as I go down the line. Shell, I am in Northern California. I'm in Northern California, and this is day 1 of week 1 of my 2-week build a box. And I use pirate ship and all that good stuff. So I'm kind of like, Cali Doug is down in Southern. Raven's Chest is in kind of Central, and I'm in Northern. The California team. Thank you, Kat. I want you to drop your link. Ooh. Let's do one of these. Yay. So there is Kat. Kat, what time is your sale? Good Lord. I think it's, is it 6 o'clock Eastern? No, it can't be because you would be, is it 9 o'clock Eastern? Oh, okay. 4 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Eastern. Okay, there you go. With Steph sells seashells by the seashore. Thank you, Angelica. Okay. Oh, 4 Eastern. It can't be 4 Eastern because it's 3:30 Pacific right now, Kat. You subscribe to Cat. Cat, it's 4 o'clock Pacific in 30 minutes, my time. And you're Central, which would be 6 o'clock. Are you late, Cat? Now I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Okay, so 7 o'clock Eastern. Okay. Thank you. I was freaking out. I'm like, what is she saying? Let me look if there's a this happened to me with another one of these. It actually turned out it was gold, 14 karat gold, and it was too late to do anything about it by the time I figured that out, which doesn't really matter. I mean, when I curate what I like, my particular group, and then I also try to get the best deal possible so that Steph sells stuff by the seashore. Stuff. I'm like, it can't be. I knew that wasn't right, but I was blanking. Totally like, I forgot. This is ASL. I forgot. I don't know. Okay. This is super cool. Like I said, my computer does what it wants, y'all. This is a mandolin. And it is a vintage Italian brooch. This is mother of pearl on here. Very thin layer. Well, is it? Hold on. No, it's not. It's acrylic. Even though it's much older, it's acrylic. And it has fishing line for the strings. Now, I mean, I call this fishing line. Okay, it's that plastic thread. I'm quite sure this originally had, like the other ones I've had, metal. And then the metal ties through right here at the back. You can see it. It must have lost the metal. I would simply take a piece of wire, cut this off, and take a thin, long, I'm sorry, my nose is itching, rod, and run the 2 strings and tie them in the back again. Or leave it like this. Who cares, right? This is how you can tell it's much older. The pin back. Probably 50s. And then here's the back. It's gold tone with black paint. And it was loved. It was worn because the black paint, not on the front, but on the back, has some wear. It's not stamped Italy, but I know that it is. And this likely, it can be any type of brooch you want, but I bet it was meant for like ties and scarves. It's a really nice, it's about 2 inches long. And I mean, I could take the golden, I have rods. I could put, rods that you put through beads, right? Like this Kate Spade incredible charm bracelet that, see the rods through there. All kinds of jewelry has rods. So I have rods and I could fix all that. But for $18, I'm figuring you could fix it. Or leave it alone. Don't worry. Don't worry, Kat. Okay. Well, I have one other, and I also have runny nose. I don't know. Hold on. It's getting warm again up here. The temperatures dipped down, thank God. But they're going back up, and my cat, who insists on sitting in my lap first thing in the morning, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm allergic to cats. So she's shedding and all her little hairs. Yeah, no. So this is going to be, uh, oh, Spain. I didn't mean Italy. Y'all, I meant Spain. These are from Spain. Good Lord. They're from Spain, not Italy. Spain. I know better. I took a week off. I took a week off. So I'm also moving a little slow. Any of you who came in for my dollar, buy it now, boom, 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 boom. I generally never go that fast. So look at the back of this. It's also acrylic, but this one really looks like MOP, mother of pearl. Look at the fancy scroll work on the back, and it says Spain stamped right there. Again, it's got that stand-up brooch. The guitar top curves downwards. It's thick, and this one has its wires. Trying to give it. Oh, Heidi, honey, hi. Don't worry, I don't expect you to have to be here at all, honey. I just appreciate it when you are and enjoy your company. But so look at that. So that's how they did the wires. It's just these literally jewelry rod, inexpensive pull through, loop down there, put them through the top, and tie it in a knot right back here. Oh no. Oh, honey, you didn't have to come. But isn't that fantastic? These are very unusual. And the detail on the sides of this is really cool. This one has silver and gold tones along with a little bit of black paint on the top of the guitar fret that has worn off. Very delicate, very nice, and it too is about 2 inches. These are nice. I'm okay, Heidi. I thank you for asking. So the one was 18, and you can replace wires or not. How many musicians do you know that have more than one instrument and some of them are not strung? I do my whole life. And it has the bonus with the back. That one started at 18, and this one at 20. This one's more fancy, complicated. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I've been doing okay, Heidi. I mean, I pushed it to the limit, and I got all my inventory put away. The Mr. Rogers song. One of these things just doesn't belong here. We're going to sing our song. Whatever that is. Yeah. I got everything where it needs to be, but I'm having you all take private bets of how long it's going to actually stay organized. Because I'm here to tell you, it's not going to be that long. I'm not going to manifest that. I believe it will be stay together much better. I will just, on Sundays and Mondays when I do my invoicing, I will also pick up my flat and put it all back in and pull out the new for the following week. Oh, thank God, Heidi. Good. I read, the last thing I read on like a YouTube news was like 1,000 people died in France from the heat. Wow, that's crazy. So I'm just checking these. I thought these had a designer name, but I'm not seeing that. Okay, but they're absolutely beautiful. Let's do a buy it now. So I'm so glad you're not all sweltering and running after trucks spraying water and, I mean, new. Yeah. Yeah. Heidi, I know. I mean, uh, that whole region is just not used to it. It was described to me as like a heat dome that just was stuck. No, thank you. These are clip ons. These are beautiful. These look like real gold and silver. These are it. I did not Google image search these, but these have to be a high end designer. They are done so well. So here's the back, and then I'm going to show you. I like to show you just one. And this curves up and over as well, which I find very interesting. I fully expected these to be like, now I'm really white. See, I'm going from pink to being white. I don't know what's going on. I fully expected these to be like a Monet, a Trifari, a something. So they come up. This is raised in the middle with black along the edges, twisted silver tone. And then this piece on the side comes over and it has double the silver with the gold, and each piece is raised, tucks under, and goes around like that. These are fancy. These are gorgeous. You wear this with sterling silver or brass or gold. You cannot tell the difference. Someone walking by you would not know. Oh, yes, Heidi. Because that's likely when they're from the 80s. They're a high end department store dynasty. Yes, the Dallas Dynasty soap opera show, 100%. I don't know if y'all can see that. Super comfortable. Really elegant. I could wear these. And they go right under the cartilage. And I mean, I suppose you could wear them down a little lower, but these are beautiful. I don't know if these were ever worn. They're in such great condition. They look like new old stock to me. It's behind my hair scarf, the earring. My good Lord. Here. How's that? See, it just always amazes me when I put on a piece of vintage jewelry, be it a necklace or an earring. It just instantly is like changes the entire look. Fact of the matter is, I'm considering wearing these instead of the vintage mother of pearls I have on. These are probably European. They're very thick and they're yellow in color, not the Pacific Ocean or East Coast. That's like the white. These are like a thick golden. These used to be for sale. No one ever bought them. So I was like, well, I'm keeping them. Oh, my nose is still. Oh no. Thank you for telling me that, Heidi. Yes, a classy black dress, a navy dress, a summer dress. I mean, it just, dress it up, dress it down. Currently, I'm wearing a thin, light green, super light green t-shirt and this striped shirt with this hair scarf. And I could put those on with a nice pair of slacks and some little flats, and I'm ready to go out. Yep. Okay. Well, I'm not getting a lot of I'm actually not making any sales. It is the last day of the month. I get that. But I don't know where to go or what direction, or, I have 2 more sales this week. Sorry, my nose is really bugging me. How long have I been on? If any lurkers, I got 48 minutes left. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the full 48 because I'm not making any sales. And that's okay. Heidi, I went down to my friend's yesterday, and I had every intention of going to my post office. But I was running late because with all the different chronic pain things I have, I don't even get in my car and drive, let alone all the rest of it. So I went down to her place, and then her partner wound up taking my shipping stuff to the post office in a different little city. So tomorrow, my partner is picking up everything at the post office, and then I should get it. And I'm shipping out more boxes Thursday, a whole bunch. And I am excited, Heidi, excited to get your artwork. Yeah, I mean that. It is something. Oh, Heidi, listen, there's no way I won't like it. You should see. I have artwork from people who painted things 100 years ago that, is interpretive. I have friends whose artwork is very different, and like a lot of people will be like, what? I have like oh my god, mod, it's not Mondrovian, it's with just the color blocking. I have like every type of thing, and I just and then old posters, and I just put it all together and put it on my wall. And I love it. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be exact. It just is from my friends or something I found in a thrift store. And I love it. So I know I'm going to love it. And the fact that it's coming from you as a gift from Belgium is like, it just melts my heart. Yes, there you go. My daughter, so this is it looks like copper, but I think it's more of just a silver tone metal. I'm going to go with 90s. It might be 60s based on this pin style. It's quite big. So buy it now for $9. But you see what I mean? How there's a silver tone metal underneath here. Yeah, it's 1970s. It's a nice one. What was I gonna say? Oh, my daughter worked with a woman who did and does that style of art, and all kinds of other art, painting her car art, gluing all the stuff on it, doing the car art shows everywhere. And one of the, Pamela, hi Pamela, it is yours. Thank you. I hope you're doing well today. The woman is very much a feminist, and she came up with, for a whole art show, a bra ball, and they literally collected thousands. It was about cancer awareness, thousands of bras, and they sat on the floor in her house. My daughter was 9, and clipped each strap together and rolled it and rolled it and rolled it until they had a ball that was like 15 feet by 15 feet of bras for cancer awareness when she was 9 years old. Thank you, Pamela. My daughter's very artsy. I am slightly. Thank you, Pamela. Yeah, I mean, she can just. I homeschooled and unschooled my daughter because, and she also went to charter school. She always had a curriculum, but the schools in the Bay Area, yeah, not great. So we did some little one-room schoolhouse, and we did homeschooling and unschooling, and she got to do a lot of traveling. She got to do art and learn about different things, like what is a feminist. She got very interesting, well-rounded education. Okay, these, I thought I'd bring these up because it's summer. I mean, this is one of those things that I'm not going to be selling anymore, but they're cute and it's summer. So I'm like, well, let's give this a shot before I do something else with them. I think they're great. Your parents don't like it? Oh, no, art doesn't pay the bills, but that's not the point of art. I have a lot of friends who went to art schools. Glass blowers, painters. So these are just fun, and they're pride colors. I mean, this is the last day, but they're also just summer colors. They are exactly what you see. The front has raised silver and is kind of like a faux enamel. You see the silver crisscrossing, little starfish. And the back is silver tone on wires. Perfect little summer, just go have fun earrings. Rainbow colors. I like them. And they're green, red, light blue, dark blue with gold on the front and the silver raised part. I mean, they're made well. I would say early 2000s. And they're about 3/4 of an inch. Yep, mermaid. My friend Dandy would love these. Dandy's been on a lot lately. I need to see if I don't do sales with other people very often at all anymore, but Dandy and I have done some sales in the past that have been just so fun. So, and Muppets and Nightmare. So I need to talk to Dandy. Everyone here know Dandy? She is so much fun. And she is up. The music is playing. She is like having a blast. She's usually on for like 6 hours straight, and she brings the pirate loot and minerals incredible jewelry. I mean, yeah, it's pretty fantastic. So this is another buy it now of I really like these. They match what I'm wearing. They match what I'm wearing. I would say these are probably slightly enhanced, the orange color. They are coral. And what they remind me of is when you go hiking and everyone puts a stone on top of a stone on top of a stone, right? I mean, there's not a whole lot to say about these, but it's larger, skinny, and so you can see the white in there and then the orange enhanced. They're polished like butter. Oh, yeah. No. Well, right. I mean, you can't. So you can sell it if it's already out there and it's vintage, which these are. But yeah, you can't harvest coral anywhere anymore. Why? Because not only with pollution, see, there's a good indication with the white under there. Not only is pollution and boats killing our coral reefs and oil spills, but harvesting it all the time just killed our coral reefs. And a lot of under the sea creatures need coral reefs to live. So all my coral is vintage. These are a little over an inch long, and they're very lightweight. Very lightweight. Oh, you can't even import or export. Well, you know what? I think that's okay. Thank you, Kathy. Dandies. She just had a sale, and man, I have been spending way too much money, y'all. Y'all got to buy some stuff and help me. I've been buying up inventory and personal items for myself, and I'm talking, I don't know, Father's Day week all week was really hard for me because it's, only been, I don't know, less than a year and a half, maybe a year and a half since my father passed. And then my mom's 3-year was on the 26th. So, yeah, so that meant I was out there buying jewelry for myself that I didn't need to soothe all the sad feelings. Yes. Jewelry cures everything, right? Yeah, Dandy comes on when she wants to, mostly in the summer because, she is a mom first and foremost. But look for her drops of, the items and letting you know she's going to come on. Yeah. She is just, God, she's so much fun, Heidi. She's so much fun. Okay, what is this? Let's try this. Yeah, it was an emotionally loaded 2 weeks. So I bought a lot of inventory, but I also bought things for me that I didn't need to. But, doesn't a girl need a lot of jewelry? I'm going to drop this to 12. And I believe it's Jasper. It is, yep, jewelry therapy. I don't know. And it's also an old habit because during the time I was taking care of my dad, not only was I now selling on YouTube, but I was like locked into doing nothing but taking care of him. So buying, unfortunately, was my retail therapy. Wow. Nice. Yes, there are. I could have much worse addictions. Thank you, Heidi. We all could. But it's a budgetary thing. It's a budgetary thing. Yep, Dandy is I'm only 100 and something away from 500. So this is a snake chain. Needs a little bit of polishing just because it's been sitting in a bag for a while. It is not, to my knowledge, sterling silver. It could be plated. Not sure. It could be plated. It has the clasp, very much feels like a plated, like electroplated sterling silver. And then, sorry, it has this burgundy red and dark green, what I believe to be, oh my God, I don't know what happened to my voice. I'm sorry. A medallion, and I believe it to be some type of jasper. But I'm not, I'm just getting familiar. Oh, that's right. I'm at 400. I'm only 16 away. Y'all help me get to 500. Ooh, oh my goodness, Heidi. Wow. I bet there's some incredible jewelry over there that I would just to die for. Now, the one thing I don't know about this piece is if that green is dyed over this. It's like oxblood red. I don't think so. I don't think so, but I don't know. Can you see oxblood red? And it is about an inch around. There I went pink. I'm going to take a sip of water. It's the cat. And it is about, the chain is about 16 inches long, so the pendant is going to fall right about here. $12. It's a nice piece. It's a nice piece. So, y'all, I got so much in my basket. Yeah, Heidi, if I was going to these Victorian vintage antique fairs over there, I would be looking for the Art Deco pins that nobody's noticing, the Victorian brooches, the watches. I mean, oh my God. I'd be going crazy there. And what does anyone want me to show? I haven't shown a ton of items, but I've shown a plethora of different type of items. Cheers. And I sold $13. So I don't know what to do with that. Necklaces, bangles, designer earrings, brooches. Anyone? Honestly, I mean, because this inventory isn't going to go away. It's going to come back. And $13 for 2 hours is like I usually call it. I think I'm going to do 2 items and then I'll be done. So now would be a good time, since I don't do recaps, to go back and see what you missed and see if there's anything that you're interested in. How's that? Oh, yes, Heidi. Thermoset, Bakelite, and there's like lamp pulls and stuff that are like flower pots or different things that are Bakelite, and sometimes people have no idea. It's just like, oh, that's an old lamp pole. Well, it's Bakelite, so look really well. So speaking of plastics, good night, Angelica. Yeah, it's just the end of the month. Thank you for coming by. It's just the end of the month, and there are days like today where people just don't have the money, and I'm okay with that. That doesn't upset me. I'm not upset. I just try to mind my health and my time accordingly. So on days like today, which are pretty rare, where I'm not selling things, I just am like, well, it's not a good day, and I just end it, and that's okay. Doesn't I? I'm not upset. We're here to like enjoy and hang out and chat, and and we definitely could be other more dangerous places. So these are 1960s, 1970s cut acrylic, 2 clear and 1 green. Set of 3. Buy it now, $10. Plastic bangles. I love this stuff, even possibly 1960s. I love this stuff. These are small, and the green, see under my finger, reflects over to the clear. So any color that you wear reflects onto my hand. Any color that you wear next to this, it's going to reflect the color on there. They're cut similar to AB beads so that they reflect. They are too small for me. That's obvious. Totally typical of the 1960s. Ivy. Bye, Ivy. I hope you've had a wonderful day. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. Come back. So they say in the inside diameter that they are 2.5 inches. I don't have a cone. I don't do a cone. They say it's 2.5 inches, but here's my deal. It's not about big rings. It's about that I have a square hand with my fingers. A lot of people have kind of dips in and long, slender hands, right? Like think of the hand models and the like hand vases, vintage hand vases. I don't. So, oh, hey, look at that. I just lied. It does. How did that happen? It 100% was not going on, and it should have, and it does. Well, hot dang. These are fun. These are awesome. So 7.25. I was like, oh, how can it be 2.5 and not fit me? 7.25 down to a 6.75 size. They're in really good shape considering how old they are. Fun in the summer. Okay. I know other people. What is Tuesday? Yeah. Other people are coming on. Although, well, Steph and Kat came on. That's happening. Yep. And I'm not sure who else is on. Leslie changed her schedule. People are changing their schedules left and right. So, yeah, at any rate, this is a really good deal. And they'll go. I pulled them when I was putting all my plastic together to have. See, there's a sampling of a bunch of necklaces, and I have so much more. And so I have a giant tin of bangles. Giant. I mean, yeah. So, I think, and I have a lot of bangles over here, but I'm not getting that, not getting any hits. I'm not knowing what to do. So, anyone have a suggestion of what the last item should be that I show? Thank you, Kathy. You're an angel. Anyone have a suggestion? Yeah, not car. I thought about starting to bring some of my smaller uh, vintage household collection of like vases and whatnot to sell sometimes. I don't sell all of that stuff anymore, but I am whittling down my personal collection. So, I've thought about that, but okay. I showed this last. And then I've shown this several times. I know how much I paid for it. I know how much it's worth. But we'll see what happens. It's absolutely beautiful. It is a lapis, MOP, and Tibetan silver. This is not sterling silver. It is a hook with the cap. And then it is 2 strands of lapis chips galore. Really beautiful. A darker blue, which I don't know that that's showing up correctly right now. It is on Molly. Slightly heavy. These are mother of pearl carved. They have that cat's eye and opalescence going on. And then this is Tibetan silver. They are hollow, but it does test silver, like that 800 silver. And here is the bottom. So there's just the 2, but they're quite large and they're very, if you know anything about Tibetan or Asian symbolism, you recognize them. It's a little heavy. Yeah, wow. It's really, really pretty. It's got an infinity, so you can clasp it here or here. No idea the maker. I'm going to assume artisan from probably over in Tibet. It would look good with these. Well, I don't know. I think I'd rather have the necklace be the highlight. And it falls perfectly right here. That is about 24 inches, about 24. And it is heavy. These are hollow, but when I say they're hollow, they're very thick walled and then hollow. And all the lapis chips, it's heavy. Now, I suppose if you really wanted, you could turn this sideways and have the clasp be on the side of your neck, just to mix up these. The other thing you could do, of course, as always, is put this on, and then I don't have one handy, so that's a problem. But you could put an enhancer over. I wish I had an enhancer right here. You could put an enhancer over one of these strands, or both if it was really big, but I think you'd have to pick one. You could put a silver enhancer and have it drop down to maybe about here. It's a beautiful necklace. It really is. And it's at $55. It's a good price. It's a good price. Is it, Heidi? Wow. Yeah, I mean, so I've been to a bead store recently, last Mother's Day. I found the best one ever. And a strand like this of lapis would be about $15. So how many strands of lapis is that? You know, now there is this right here. It is clearly it's metal, so it's not coming undone, but it's stretched and it's come out from under the cap. It's not going to hurt anything. But so that's, you know, $30 or more. Yeah, that's more than 30 just right here. And we haven't gotten into the Tibetan beads or the mother of pearl and all the rest of the lapis. So $55 is barely paying for the price of making this, and then the time, etc., is not taken into account. It's really pretty. Yeah. Yep. Heidi, I presume that pretty much everything in Belgium is expensive, because you're kind of in an area where, like, growing produce, getting things imported, what you have to export, being a smaller country, and having all the great, you know, paying into medical plans and having really the correct type of family leave for when people are sick and when you give birth and just all the rest of it, you know, adds up to living is a little more expensive. But what you get back in return, hands up. Hands up. I wish we had that in America. So there's 48 hours in which to claim an item from this sale. I struck out big time, but sometimes, you know, it is the end of the month, and you know, these items aren't going away. They'll come back, and they'll come back sooner than later because, you know, I have to sell them, and that doesn't mean at a price drop, and then y'all will get bored with me. But I'm not. I have over 1,000 pieces of jewelry, and that's more than enough. And I have tons new stuff coming. And I'm not one of those resellers who goes out and buys brand new stock for every single week. Why? Because I can't afford it, and because I refuse to have 5,000 pieces of jewelry and, you know, 2/3 sell and I'm still stuck with 2,000. No, I'm not going to do that. I don't have the space, and I don't want to do that. So my prices, I think, are reasonable. And today is just the end of the month. It's the 4th of July weekend, for crying out loud. I went to, luckily I put in the order online, and I got a local hamburger and fries and what they call a hand pie. All the meat that they buy is local. We have fish here right up the ocean, and they can buy it. We have organic cows. They buy that. We have vegetarian. We have people who grow produce. We have apple farms for the apple pie, hand pies, etc. So it's really a hand-in-hand business. But I put on my order online and left my friend's house, And thank God, because when I walked in there was 30 people waiting in line. I have never seen this place in the 2 years that it's been there have a line like that. And if I would not have put that order in online, I would have walked right out, because there's no way with my back I could have stood there. And I asked the first several people in line, I'm like, are you from here? I've never seen it like this. And they're all, nope, nope, nope. So people are traveling for the 4th of July weekend. They are not here watching. And that's where the money's going. Yeah, I get that. I understand. Do your thing. It's all good. So, we've got 48 hours to honor these prices. You can email me. You can leave something in the comment section. And I will be back Thursday, which is July 2nd. We're still in the 4th of July weekend. At 2 o'clock for 2 hours. I appreciate everyone that showed up today. And yeah, exactly, Heidi. I appreciate everyone that's shown up today and given a thumbs up and taken a look. And just know that going forward, I know what I was going to say. So the buy it now dollar clearance, I only do that every 6 weeks to 2 months, and it's not always $1 at all. It just might be a clearance sale. But I think that can set up an expectation with people that that's the type of prices that I have is really low. And that's not the case at all. That's not the case. I sell things anywhere from 100 something to, pretty much after I move a few more items, 10, right? Starting bid, sometimes buy it now. Just so you know, just in case you were thinking, if you're new to me, that I'm a low-end seller. I'm not. That's just not the type of things I sell or the type of things I want to sell. I'm also leveling up. I have invested in a bunch of true and real sterling silver necklaces, and I have a ton of beautiful sterling silver small pendants and charms. And all of that will be coming up. Okay, Heidi, hugs to you. As soon as the post office is gone to, which will be tomorrow, and then, tomorrow. I'm going to be packing and going to the post office tomorrow and picking up all this stuff. I will email you, Heidi. I'm excited. And you're going to be getting a package soon. So I probably will go over there and tack down the few little missing ends on the necklace that was gifted to you. And I put something else in there so that I can get it shipped out tomorrow and it'll be dry. Okay, so have a fantastic evening, everyone. Thank you for stopping by. Maybe I'll see you on Thursday. And if I don't, and you're having, your 4th of July deal, have a good time. And I will say this. If Thursday is as slow as this, I will not do a Friday because that'll be the day before the 4th. So, and I think that might be part of what's happening. So I'll upload Thursday's thumbnail, but I'll do Friday last minute. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Heidi. Thank you, Ivy. Thank you, everyone who has been in here today. Thank you, lurkers. I'll see y'all later. Take care and be kind, please.